Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is our first in real life IRL video that we are recording here. And we're going to start off at a pretty interesting place. So this behind me, you can follow me. We got our amazing camera woman, Nelly, here. She's going to be joining us in this journey. This behind me is a Joseph Stalin statue. He's in Red Square. He is adorned by all these workers and families and children in Red Square. The original statue had a lot of depictions of the hero cities of the Soviet Union during World War II. They did not add those back in, so it's a little bit more of a simplified version of the original statue and artwork, but still, nonetheless, stunning. Now, this is not a new statue, actually. This statue was first put into this very metro in 1950. It was removed in 1966 during the de-Stalinization drive led by Khrushchev when they were lying about the legacy of Stalin. Now it's back, right around the Victory Day celebrations. I believe on May 15th it was placed back up here. There is a re-Stalinization effort going on inside of Moscow, inside of Russia. In fact, for a brief period of time during the Victory Day celebrations in 2025, they actually, I believe for a single day, they renamed the town Stalingrad back to Stalingrad. So this behind me, as you can see, was built in 1950. It is a testament to Stalin's life, legacy, and the victory over fascism in World War II. It's incredible to see. You have Lenin's face up there on the Soviets banner. And we're about to head into the Taganskaya metro. Down a little bit further is the Marxistka metro. So you've got Marx, you've got Stalin, you've got Lenin. We're going to head to the 1905 metro, which celebrates the victories of the peasants and the workers in 1905 during Bloody Sunday, during the Moscow workers' uprising. There is so much history everywhere you go. They do not forget their history. They do not forget their legacy in Russia. And we're going to be heading to an industrial area to have some breakfast. Incredible stuff going on in Russia. As we make our way to the 1905 station, I will remind you of the amazing infrastructure that is on display here in the Moscow metro. The deepest point of the metro, 278 feet down into the earth. The Moscow metro was first opened in 1935. There are 290 miles of track all across the metro. 7 to 9 million people ride the metro each and every day. 2.5 billion people ride the metro every single year. It's very clean, very safe, very cheap, very effective, free Wi-Fi. If Russia could have this, if the Soviet Union had this, why can't America have this in our major cities?
So here you can see the new trains that were implemented, I think, several years ago. And as you can see, they are very quiet, not so loud as previous ones. They're very new, very modern, and Russian people were very happy with these changes.
Why? Because the old ones were problematic in some way?
They were not problematic. They were just, it was always very hot there, especially in the winter time. It was extremely loud. Now I think you can hear me, even with my quiet voice, you can hear me because they have a very good sound regulation. They just look very nice. They are very clean, as you can see. So it was just a very good update.
So where are all the homeless people doing their tricks on the metro and doing their drugs and assaulting people? Where are they? Because I don't see them.
Luckily, we don't have these people here. As you can see, I think we can even drive to the other parts of Moscow, I mean out of the center, and all metro stations are absolutely clean. There is no homeless people even in the nighttime. Even at the nighttime, everything is very safe, and people can just use metro even at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So,
wow. So you were just on your computer working from within the metro. Does that mean that there is Wi-Fi inside the metro and people can do their work here?
Yes, also one very wonderful thing is that we have a very strong Wi-Fi system in the metro. So you can join this connection with any device that you have, phone, computer, and it works in each station of Moscow Metro. So yeah, it's very useful.
How much does it cost to take one ride on the Moscow Metro? I understand it's a lot cheaper than going by taxi or something, and it's much nicer than walking because it's a big city, biggest city in Europe. How cheap is it?
I think 2 years ago, metro was, I think, like 40 or 50 rubles. That was less than 100 ruble, and people were very happy with that. Now prices are a little bit higher. They are around 70 rubles, which is still less than 100 ruble. But some people were a little bit upset with that, but I think that it's a very good price and it's very affordable, taking into the account the fact that you can reach any destination of Moscow by using a metro. So it's a very good price.
70 rubles, that's less than $1. It's like 80 cents. You could ride all day.
Yes. I think our bus ticket is a little bit higher. I'm not sure, I need to check that, but metro is 60-70 rubles.
Free Wi-Fi, 70 rubles all day. Not too bad. We are headed to the 1905 year metro. It's going to take us to our final destination, a really cool light industrial factory area that has now been converted into these coffee shops and restaurants and stuff, so we're going to show you that. But the 1905 metro, I'll say, it's all Stalin era architecture. The reason why it's called the 1905, if you're wondering, is because in 1905 there was the Bloody Sunday events where there was a workers' uprising in St. Petersburg, and the Tsar's regime fired upon the workers who were protesting. And then later on in the year, there was a Moscow workers' uprising, and the first People's Workers' Council was formed in 1905. Lots of historic events for the Soviet Union happened in 1905. Historians dub it as kind of like the prelude or the dress rehearsal to the 1917 revolution. What is your favorite season in Russia? Because right now it's autumn, it's the end of autumn, it's pretty cold. What's your favorite season?
I think that my favorite season is, I think, spring, because everything turns very romantic after very cold and nasty February, and everyone are really waiting for this season. So during the springtime, everyone are coming out, everyone are so happy that the weather is so good finally after this very long. As you know, in Russia, winter is really long, and people get so tired. So definitely spring, because everything is so beautiful and the good weather is finally coming to Moscow.
One thing I've definitely noticed being in Moscow is that everyone here dresses very nice. You know, there's a very professional atmosphere, very nice atmosphere to the restaurants and the places you go, the stores. But everyone dresses like very nice here. It's very respectable. There's no crazy blue-haired freaks anywhere. Maybe in St. Petersburg, there's a few, but not too many here. That's a big difference between here and America. We are here at the end of our journey. We are at the Zvenigorodskaya industrial district, although there's not much industry going on here anymore. This is a former industrial district. It's very vibrant with a lot of light industry in the 1930s. The building behind me, the blue one, was built in 1914, but a lot of this brickwork you see here, this was done in the late 1920s, 1930s, 1940s. Lots of light industry, as I said, in this whole area. Now, it's been converted into a really vibrant epicenter of restaurants, cafes, storefronts, co-working spaces. And you come here on the weekends, it's filled with families, it's filled with people, bustling all across. We're here on a weekday, so not too much going on. The restaurant that we're about to go into, Pechorin, is crowded as hell. I mean, everyone's in there. It's one of the best restaurant places, breakfast places in all of Moscow. This is what America could do. You look at our deindustrialized cities all across the Midwest, the Rust Belt, in particular Michigan. Why aren't we doing this? Why are we deciding to fill our streets with homeless people, with drugs, with crime, when we could instead do what they've done here? Obviously, it took them a long time. A lot of these factory areas, a lot of these industry areas, they began to dilapidate in the 1960s and onward, and they didn't start redeveloping them really until the 2010s. This one that we're standing in the middle of right now actually wasn't even developed till I think really this year, the past few years, because you walk around, a lot of the restaurants are still moving furniture in. They don't have a whole lot going on here yet, but a number of cafes are open, a number of restaurants are already open, some co-working spaces, as I mentioned. I think we could learn a lot from what Moscow is doing, because they've turned what was misery and chaos and sorrow and suffering into a very beautiful, vibrant epicenter of business and community. And, well, we're going to go see Petrorin now and see how it tastes, okay? So this is nearing the end of our video. I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, do all the things that the YouTubers ask you to do. And we're going to go check it out. It's very nice here. I like it a lot. Very nice. You know, I don't know what this perspective is that people in America have of Russia. I think for the most part it's a skewed perspective. But the restaurants here, I mean, these are like Michelin star restaurants all over the place. They do have a lot of Michelin star restaurants, actually. Obviously, with sanctions now, no new Michelin stars are being added to the list. But very nice places everywhere you go. And this is one of hundreds and hundreds that you see going across Moscow, Petersburg. We've been to Vladivostok. Of course, I've been to many other cities, Nizhny Novgorod. And we got some tea here. We got some espresso. Very nice ceramics. And I love it. The food here is the best part, though, so wait for that. Our food has arrived. What do you think?
I think it's amazing.
She's so quiet. I think it looks amazing. I got some Turkish dish. It's Turkish eggs, assortment of really good spices and whatnot, and some, I don't even know what most of this is. Nelly got some sort of a shakshuka, it looks like almost, but it's not. What is this called?
This is glazunya, but I think that nothing will beat Jackson's dish.
And then this is my favorite part. We got the homemade croissants because they do all the bakery stuff here. We got homemade jam, homemade butter. The butter's so good. It has so much salt on it. They even gave us these complimentary little filtered coffee. What is this? Some coffee taster thing. Ellie doesn't like coffee, so she didn't like it, but I love it a lot. Anyways, it looks very good. Thumbs up. Good? Okay. Nothing like some eggs to start off the day. Wow. The spices are so good. Look at, I sound like Anthony Bourdain. I'm a food connoisseur now. I should abandon the live streaming and just do food reviews in Russia and around the world. Wow. 10 out of 10. If you're in Moscow, don't bother with the what's the Stars coffee? Don't go there. Come here. I don't know why people go there. People want to compare it to Starbucks. Look, it's just as bad as the Starbucks in America. Don't go there. Come to somewhere nice. Come to somewhere more local. I mean, everything is kind of local in Russia right now due to the sanctions, I guess. But this is much better. Much better bang for your buck. The espresso is fantastic. The vibe is fantastic. The one thing I've got to say about Russia is everywhere you go, the customer service is absolutely amazing. You go in, they take your coat, they make sure you have everything you need. Not too often, but enough to the point where you're not going to be missing them. And they answer any questions you have. Most people speak a little bit of English, and if they don't, just use Translate. It's not that hard. So I feel like a lot of people, when they come to Moscow, these YouTubers, they're like, it's so scary. What's going to happen to me? But the truth is, it's very safe. The truth is also, there's more to Moscow than just going to a grocery store or McDonald's. Vkusnoy Tochka. We will be going to that. I will be showing you and giving you my honest opinions about the Russian McDonald's. But there's very nice places everywhere, as you just saw. And honestly, I hope when more people come to Moscow, or as I continue to do these videos, I'm going to show you a side of Moscow that no one else is showing you. I got some really cool things planned. I'm not going to give away any of my secrets yet, secrets of the trade, but I think that you're going to like what we have to showcase here on this channel. Also, got some exciting trips planned very soon, so you're going to see not just Moscow, you're going to see my other trips and travels across the world. I know we got a lot of new subscribers on this channel. I know we got a lot of people that followed me from before, and I've been up to a lot over the past 2 years that I've been gone from YouTube. You know, I went to Yemen, went to Lebanon, went to Iraq, Venezuela. Twice I went to Venezuela, went to China. If you've been following on Twitter, TikTok, you've seen all of that. I'm not going to be re-uploading those old videos and stuff, but from now on, you're going to see all of the travels. You're going to see everything we're up to. Nelly's going to be joining me on many of these adventures, and I hope you all enjoy. That was my first look at Moscow.